As used in line 42, intense most nearly means. So let's go back to line 42. We're looking at this word right here, and let's see how this word is used in context. The coming decades will likely see more intense clustering of jobs, innovation, and productivity in a smaller number of bigger cities and city regions. So let's put in our own word here. This is the standard vocab-in-context type strategy I use for this. So what own word would I put in to stand in for intense that makes sense in context? Well, it's an intense clustering of jobs in a smaller area. So we'll say a more grouped, a more crowded clustering. That's probably pretty good, right? We're packing in more of these jobs, innovation, and productivity in smaller regions. So and it's being done more intensely, so in a more focused, significant way. So let's go to the choices. Emotional. Well, intense can mean something in the realm of emotion and emotional, but that's not what it means here. We're not talking about, imagine if you put emotional here and a more emotional clustering of jobs, it doesn't make sense. Concentrated fits perfectly, right? That means clustering or grouping or crowding, so that works. Brilliant, no. A brilliant clustering of jobs, no. Determined clustering of jobs, no. So the answer to this one is B. The new SAT purports to eliminate the sentence completions and some of the focus on the very specific vocab, that harder vocab that you might have to do hundreds of flashcards to learn, and they're getting rid of that, which is probably a net positive, I think. And in exchange, they say they're refocusing more on word meanings and context. And this would be an example of that type of question. Now, they've always had these questions, so this really isn't any different. And in fact, one could argue it's easier because there's one less choice. So I wouldn't get too sucked in by the rhetoric of, we're going to be focusing on the meanings of words within different contexts. Yeah, they've always done that. This is a vocab-in-context question. So we're going to approach it, as you saw in the video, the exact same way as we approach these questions on the old SAT. But overall, not too bad. Put in your own word, see which word matches best. Only have 4 choices to evaluate, which is nice, and get down to the answer.